This is Drake.
Power 95, where music lives. The views expressed in the following program aren't necessarily those of Power 95. Ladies' Room comes to you compliments of Renwick and Thompson Limited and Beacon Insurance.
Always be sure you settle for more. Get up to 35% off Beacon's fully comprehensive vehicle insurance and still cover a whole lot more. Enjoy higher discounts and better coverage for any kind of vehicle, car, SUV or pickup with free loss of use, windscreen cover and special perils. To sign up, call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and settle for more today.
2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6.
Education multiplies their chances and places the world of opportunity in their hands. No matter where they are in the world, make sure they're prepared for their journey back to school with Western Union. School fees, books, room and board, whatever the reason. Knowledge, independence, opportunity. Western Union, moving money for better.
And we're back in the room again for another day on this January 3rd. It is Wednesday, January 3rd. Just want to take time out again to say good morning, everybody. Also, good morning to folks celebrating birthdays today, like my good friend and sister Gail Murray celebrating today. Also, Randy at Victory Bar is celebrating his birthday today. So, happy birthday, guys. Hope you'll have a good one. Let me just share this and we're good to go. Alrighty. Yeah, so how's everybody doing? Y'all are good? 3 days in the year. And we continue to push on, right? Good morning, Marianne. Good morning, Kadena. Good morning, Shante. What do you mean, what's going on? Oh, you was looking at the time. Alright. Morning, Rita. I am well, thank you. Good morning, Maureen. Good morning, Terrence Wells, aka John Strokes. What a brother. Hope you're good. Good morning, Lisa. Bonjour. Good morning, Lindy. Good morning. I said so, Jacqueline, you don't listen? Think I'm gonna spend all this money just to what? For 2 days? No. Morning, Yolan. Naya, morning. Crony, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Aradon Kuja, good morning. Nakisha Allen, good morning. Kizzy, good morning. Rita, hope everybody's doing well. And you, of course, got up with your attitude of gratitude this morning, ready to embrace life and all its amazing stuff, good, bad, uglies. We continue to push on, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who reached out yesterday after my New Year's little speech thingy. I am happy to know it was well received. Do with it what you may. At the end of the day, it's not intended to force, anything on anybody. It's up to you to take it or leave it. What applies to you, what doesn't, let it fly. Yeah? So, we continue to push on. Happy to be back with you again. Thank you so much to our friends at Beacon Insurance and Western Union for taking care of us for the last year, and they're back with us again in 2024. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you and all the best. And for you and your business, may your business multiply this year, and as we continue this amazing partnership, thank you so very much. Who did I miss? Good morning to our listeners online. If you're listening to us on our website or one of those apps that stream our station, good morning. If you're listening on radio, 95.1, 95.3. If you're viewing from YouTube and Facebook, good morning. Jenilyn, good morning. I see you. Rajesh, I see you. Good morning, Sonia. What's going on, Sonia? Where? By who, Sonia? Let me know so when I'm through, I can go look at it. Look at it. What's happening? Morning, Michelle. What's going on? So there's two things that I want to talk about. You probably saw the headline, but one I want to touch on, and it just goes to show, how when you say something, it's open to different interpretations. Because, Mandy, what was the perfume you mentioned last week? Something oud. Hold on. Oh gosh, what's her name? Hold on, let me find it. It's Oud Royal, Ministry of Oud Royal. Morning, Karen from San Diego, California. Good to have you in the building. Yeah, and Kingston 13 Live. Shoots, I like Kingston 13. I'm gonna check her out after. Morning, Valerie. Morning, Veronica. So we wanted to. I'm not sure how many of you saw that video circulating with Patrice, making her appearance, since the passing of her fiance Ricardo Drew some weeks ago, and carnival season, so she's booked, and of course it's gonna be busy, and I'm sure that must have dampened her mood, her spirit, her energy, her vibe. Nonetheless, she came out on stage, and while performing, she made mention of a couple things that I really didn't read into it the way I'm seeing folks reading into it. I honestly thought when I listened to it, I more got from it a sense of, I felt like she was talking about suffering from anxiety, because Patrice ain't that dumb to put her business out there regarding her relationship with Drew, knowing that he's dead and gone. You don't speak ill of the dead. Whatever they had, whatever problems they have in their relationship or had, who doesn't? But I don't think she would use the stage. Knowing her, while she's a public person, she also has a sort of private life. Because for a long time, we were out here speculating who was the father of her daughter. It was a case of who knew, until finally they came public and yada, yada, yada. But I honestly don't think she would use the stage to speak on something like that. So I listened like 2 or 3 times, and honestly, I can't play it because of the music and it's copyrighted. I don't want what's his face to shut me down. I don't want to take that chance. And people are going on so far as to say she's celebrating his death. And if you all listen to the song, Soca gives me therapy, takes care of my anxiety and blah blah blah, and that's the song she was singing. So listening to it, what I got from it was her making direct reference to her struggles. Because we see people every day, especially people in public life, and we seem to think that everything is honky-dory, that they have no issues, they're making money, they're out in the spotlight. But do you know that we, people like myself and, and Patrice, who is even on a bigger scale than I am, it is hard because you're always under the microscope. Everything you do, everything you say, it's being scrutinized. You practically have zero privacy. And with that comes a lot of anxiety. And I've spoken about my battle with depression. And you might think, oh, well, what do you have to be depressed about? God, this is the... But the pressure, and if you don't know how to deal with it, and if you don't get the proper therapy for it, it can really control you. Because case in point, why do people who have a lot of money, supposedly, etc., take their lives, unalive themselves, as, the Jamaicans would say, or be involved in drugs? You would think with all that money you can do anything, you can buy anything. Drugs would be the least of your problems. Probably even something you wouldn't want to consider because you got so much going on, so much money, you can snap your finger and whatever you want is right at your disposal. So like I was saying, I thought listening to it that she was talking about suffering from anxiety and depression in silence. I really don't get that she was suffering in her relationship in silence. There's no way on God's green earth having a daughter that Patrice would go on stage and make reference to the father of her child. May God rest, may his soul rest in peace. Knowing that she has a daughter and he seemed to have a pretty good relationship with his daughter. There's no way under the sun that I thought she would go on a stage with thousands of people and be talking about suffering in her relationship. To me, what I got from it, from listening intently, was that she suffered from anxiety and depression in silence, because that's not something you just bring to the public. Y'all aren't that understanding. When it comes to you, we have to be understanding. But when it comes to us, it's like, okay, whatever, deal with what you got dealing with, because you got to take care of us. You got to entertain us. You got to come here every day and make sure that we get our dose of entertainment and old talk and yada, yada, yada. We don't care about your depression. We don't care about your anxiety. And maybe that's how she felt. Her work, her job is to come on stage and perform and not necessarily come before thousands of people and say to y'all, okay, I'm suffering from anxiety. I'm suffering from depression. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't want to know about that. You'd be like, hey, Patrice, hey, we pay money for you to come and entertain us. We come here to have a time. We already have our problems. We have anxiety and depression too. We come here to get rid of that and just forget that for the minute and just free up and enjoy ourselves. So I honestly thought, for somebody who has dealt with it and has bouts of it, depression that is, and anxiety, I honestly think that is what she was making reference to, and not suffering in silence with her relationship. Y'all are even pulling songs about toxic. How many of us don't do the things that they mention in that song? How many times you and your man up and down, today you're good, tomorrow you're bad, you block each other, you unblock each other? How many of us have toxic relationship or have had toxic relationship or in toxic relationships? So to use that as a, oh, aha, like it's like the light bulbs went out in people, oh, aha, that's why they sang the song. While that may be so, I don't think that is what she was referring to, and that is my opinion. We're all subjected to our own opinions, but I honestly don't think that is what she was making reference to, as I'm seeing everybody coming out and talking about she's glad he's dead, and oh, they saw her, and she doesn't look, she had an interview a couple days after, and she doesn't look like some... Why you all seem to think that everybody grieves the same way, and grieving means rolling up and down on the ground and bawling and screaming? Everybody processes things differently. Everybody grieves differently. I've known people whose significant other have died or family members have died, and for weeks they didn't cry. And then one day, the floodgates just started opening. They just went about life like, okay, nothing happened, went to work, went about doing their business and, like performing normal duties. And you're looking at them like, you just lost a mother, you just lost an... But that is their way of dealing with it. It's masking the pain and refusing to give in, to break down. Not everybody grieves the same way. Not everybody falls apart. Never everybody falls. And you don't know what she's doing in the privacy of her home. She's a seasoned artist. She's been on so many stages, and I'm sure there's many things that she's gone through in her personal life that she's had to shelve to come on stage and perform and act like everything is okay. Y'all think I come here every day and I'm good? No. We all have our problems. But some are just better at masking it than others. So because she didn't show up looking like a crazy person, her hair uncombed, or didn't brush her teeth, or just throw on a t-shirt or something on her and just not taking care of herself, that doesn't mean she's not grieving. We don't know what she's doing in the privacy of her home. So sometimes, like I said yesterday, it takes nothing to be kind. And it's like we just reveled in having the worst to say about a situation or a person, not even knowing what's going on. I rather think kind thoughts and the best of. Because there's no way you're telling me these two people have been together for however long, share a child, was planning, their marriage or whatever it is, because of course they were engaged. You can't tell me that the lady isn't hurt. Just look at her. You can see she lost a lot of weight as well in the process. She's probably not eating, not even taking care of herself, but we want to see her not taking care of herself to believe that she's grieving. Why are we like that? It's like we always want to believe the worst of people. We never give nobody the benefit of the doubt or a chance to be like, we always want to believe the worst. Just looking at her, and you know when you want to know if somebody's hurt, look at their eyes. Not at their body language, at their face, look at their eyes. When she was doing that interview, her eyes were dead, and she already has those little chinky eyes. You could barely see them. You could see that she's been crying a whole lot. Alana says, true, I don't think that's what she was referring to. People would do anything to generate a storyline and don't care about the impact. Exactly. Imagine how you would feel knowing that you lost your better half, the father of your child, and you have people on social media saying that you don't care and you're glad the person died, regardless of what you have. And I mean, if it was that bad, they would not be planning to get married. They would not be planning a wedding. She has nothing to lose breaking off her engagement. She was good before she met him. She'll be better after him. It's not like she was depending on him. Her success is way bigger than his. So we just like to create these narratives of people that suits our, personal taste and desire to believe the worst of every situation and the worst of every person. Because there's no way that grown folks would sit and think that this woman would actually not feel hurt or not be hurt by, her partner dying and the way it happened. It wasn't like, the person was sick for a period of time, battling some illness, and before it was just a matter of time, so you were trying to prepare. It was like we just got up and we heard we were going about our business that day, and the news just broke that he died. Even if it's someone that you're not dealing with, and that person is the father of your son, of your child, or the mother of your child, whatever, you would feel a type of way. You would feel a sense of hurt, regardless if you're together or not. So what makes this different? But the lady glad the man dead, and she was suffering in silence in the relationship. Yeah. If you have followed the lady's IG, right, Shantae, and I've been doing that from since, every day in her stories is some reference to him. Some memory shared of them together. How is that somebody who's not hurting? Y'all are unbelievable in this space, I swear. Like, we love thriving on the worst about a person. We never see the good. We never see anything positive. It's always negative. It's always... And Debs, exactly, because the song she was singing, I mean, to me, that's like rocket science. She was actually singing the song, Anxiety. That's the name of the song. And if you listen carefully, and what people need to do probably is to go listen in your own space and time, just listen. Shut out the noise, listen to the lyrics, listen to the words of the song. And there you have it. It falls in line with what she was speaking about. Suffering in silence. Depression, that's what people do. A lot of people suffer in silence. Because you're always looked at as the strong one. You're not supposed to be weak. You're not supposed to bend. You're not supposed to break. Especially when you have thousands of fans depending on you. You've got a child. You've got a family depending on you. You can't let people see you breaking. You can't let people see you at your weak point. So you push through every day. You push through every day. Even though you're suffering, even though you want to just break down and bawl and cry and somebody tell you it's going to be okay. So I don't know how you all came up with this. She talking about the man. Like, y'all really think this lady, of all the years we've been following her, how many bad things we've heard about her, any sort of rumors, negative. Like I said, she's a public, private person. There's a lot of things we still don't know about her. What we know is what they put out, what we see. And if all this time we see this person and we would believe that this person would take to a stage to malign their partner who just died. I don't know, man. Yes, Mr. Ray, how may I assist you? How may I be of assistance to you, Mr. Ray? Yeah, I honestly don't get it, especially when it happens suddenly, It wasn't like a case of knew the man was gonna die. It just happened. Everybody, and we always look for, good morning, Derek, Happy New Year. We just love drama and anything that would feed us and make, we like a swarm of bees towards, a beehive. We just swarm on it. Because I'm reading these comments. You needed to take me to lunch, please, and thanks. Mr. Ray, you're too expensive for my taste. I can't take you to lunch. I can't buy clothes for you. I can't do nothing for you. You're the only man I know who want to eat steak on a Wednesday and shrimp and lobster. I can't help you, Papa. There's once a month thing for me. I can't help you. Morning, Carrington. Happy New Year, bro. Claudine, Happy New Year. So, yeah, I just wish we'd stop. And just stop and think for a minute about how, if you were in that position, a lot of problems in life could be solved if we just stop for a minute and put ourselves in other people's position. Have we thought about that? That if we were more empathetic, instead of always wanting drama, there's a lot of things that if we just stop for a minute and put ourselves in somebody else's shoe, we wouldn't say certain things, we wouldn't do certain things. And notice I said we, because y'all are quick to run in it and say, oh, she playing this, she playing that, and acting like, no. He said we, W-E. So if only we did that, life could be so much better. Because there's no way under the sun. I refuse to believe. I don't know her like that, but just after my interview with the two of them, I got a better understanding of them and their relationship. And it's just like any other relationship. Listening to them, their relationship is like any other relationship. The only difference is it's out in the public. They have days they don't talk to each other. They have days where they cuss each other out, when he annoys her, when she annoys him. And like he said in the song, he would block him today and unblock him tomorrow, block him this minute and unblock him the next. Who doesn't do that? A lot of people do that. I don't know, man. Most relationships aren't the pretty pictures, Most relationships aren't about the pictures, aren't about social media pictures and the smiles and the poses. No. It's real life situations. And if you experience it and if I experience it, she's not exempt or immune from it. But the thing that the lady actually went on stage to malign her dead partner and to cast aspersions on his name to make it seem as though she was miserable in the relationship and she was silent. And the lady's on stage singing a whole song about anxiety. And y'all did not connect the dots to make it and to even say, maybe she's probably talking about personal battles with anxiety and depression. No. She glad the man dead. I'll go down to the doctor, see all this. Me ain't fighting up with all you in 2024 at all. Y'all not about to stress me out. Thank you so much, Jason. Big up yourself. Appreciate you. For life. Say not just for the new year, for life. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. So, Jackie, you want to be in an entanglement? You would like to be in a polygamous relationship? Oh, Lord, here comes problems. Elimus.
Good morning.
Happy New Year, Elimus.
Same to you, darling. Same to you. Right now, I'm on Flatbush and Short Avenue. You know Flatbush already?
That's where you go and see every Grenadian you want. If you don't want nobody to know you in America, avoid those areas.
Flatbush and Church Avenue.
What are you doing on Flatbush and Church? You're on in Dalavan? You're on in taxi this morning?
No, not Dalavan. I work with a parts company and I come around Coney Island area.
What parts you just be delivering?
All kind of parts, whatsoever parts they want for the vehicle.
Oh, for vehicles? Oh.
Once they order it, is one of the driver they send out. So that's my third trip for the morning.
Oh, okay, Papa. So how is it? How everything going for you for the New Year so far?
Well, the New Year started quiet as usual. I was listening to you, and I want to touch that. All what you say that you're right 100%, and I will just make it short.
Mm-hmm.
If Patrice was staying inside and do coming out and perform, and don't going in public, nothing, and she just there inside grieving, coming like a skeleton. You know, the same people would have cursed and say she's stupid, the man dead already, da 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 da. You know, they would have said that, right?
You can't win. You can't win.
Yeah, I was so happy when I see that woman come out and she was so brave. And people think in silence. So that don't mean she don't grieving, but she also a public figure and she have a job to do. Remember, the bills have to pay still. She
Of course.
has to pop up.
And some
She
of
had to
those
pop
things
up.
they're booked way in advance. Sometimes the money don't tie up somewhere else already. You could pay back all these
Yeah,
people who
and
take bookings for. Them people are booking you
when
today for tomorrow. You know, there's months you get booked.
And Aruna, when somebody told me Ricardo died, I say, oh shit. And the first person in my mind is Patrice,
Me
because
too.
I know she loved that man. I know that woman, because I've been following them. I don't know what about a red man, but I know she loved that man. The child looked just like him.
In print.
I know she loved that man. So you're right 100%. People want you, just lock up inside and don't come out and get small and don't do no shows and do things, and then they say, well, the man dead already. She should be there. What she do? You can't win.
You can't win. You can't win. It's a waste of time even fighting that battle.
Yes, you can win them. I want to ask you a question, and that might be one of your topics next time. But I want to ask you a question. And I want you to answer me honestly, because I know there is a lot of females following you and a lot of females on your program. How come I hardly, in all my donkey years in this world, I hardly hear woman killing themselves for a man?
For what? So we
Okay.
so we stupid then. So we can never live all the day with them, and just still life continues for you, and we dead? No, sir.
Okay, all right.
Oh, Jackie
So
said
you
to
could
Jackie said to tell you some woman in Salt Hall give her £10 to give you.
10 pounds?
That's what
And
you
I
want.
have cooperative bank to pay?
That's what you want, Eli was.
10 pounds? My mortgage is over 1,000 plus EC every month, Why you think I do out there? 10 pounds?
So she
That is why I just live my life the way I live my life. I mean, the more they come up is the better I fall in love with them. So I don't regret of my lifestyle. Yeah?
that 10
If
pounds
they
hot
give
you,
me more
boy.
money than that, I would have been in England for the holidays crying love.
So this is so you're trying to say that's disrespectful.
Of course, 10 pounds. I just perform like the Energizer battery. You know what is the Energizer battery, Arona? I just keep going and going and go. 10 pounds. She disrespect me. She disrespect me. Trust me, she disrespect me.
I feel a lot for you. I ain't lying. I didn't want to
she
read it.
disrespect me.
I didn't want to read it, but I say only at the end of the story from Jackie. So let me just read it out.
Arona, if you see my house in Moncrief, I swear you see a woman that lives in there. I
I
like
s-
nice things.
I see you put on downstairs.
Now, well, I don't finish it yet. Right now, I have my eyes on a young lady to
So,
help me.
so why you putting in the downstairs? You're renting the downstairs?
I was thinking about a business down there, but I don't know if they go give me a license for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I go get a license for what I want to put downstairs.
What you want to put downstairs? You want to put
Use your imagination.
You want to put
Use
pole
a-
and pole and a red light down there?
Use a very educated woman. Use your imagination.
You want to put the red light and pole down there, Milaimos?
And I know all my clients from Sutters. I know who are getting already. So
Who's that
Arona,
red Pepsi and Robin and them?
Arona, you like a lot of confusion. You like a lot of confusion, Arona. Like, why you like that? And you don't say Eli must this and Eli must that. Why you like that? Eh? And you know the name you call there, had him fifth on the list and you call him first. Arona, let me go. Let me. I almost reaching my destiny.
Go and deliver your
Have a
fats, Papa. Have a wonderful day.
All the best in 2024. May God bless you. And keep doing a wonderful job.
Thanks so much, Milaimos. Have a good one.
Yeah, keep doing
All
a
right,
wonderful.
bye-bye.
Jackie and the St. Davis man together still?
Yeah, Papa.
How you know that, Ariana? How you know Jackie Davis man still?
I saw them when she was here for the just before Christmas, unless they break up for the New Year. But I saw them
So they just being tongue, walking and hold hands and thing and everything. That way you saw them?
I was always passing in Springs Junction where the man staying, or the business there or something. I passed it a couple times.
So how come woman doesn't hold me hand and walk in tongue?
Well, boy, they say they said goat and sheep is not the same.
Okay, all
Night.
Have a wonderful
Have a
day.
wonderful day. All
All
right.
right.
You never want to know. You never want to know how woman doesn't hold it. You like what's holding your hand in tongue? Who really woman had in a good head in 2024? Holding your hand and walking tongue. Tell me. My woman is stupid, I get it of it. It's just play stupid, you know. But yeah, I mean you have some, but for the most part. And Elimus was asking a good question, I guess it's in reference to, you know, that incident that happened, was it yesterday? With the young man and the young lady. I'm not sure what is her current status. Last I heard, she was in critical condition, and the young man has since unalived himself. And I saw John Strokes asking that question yesterday as well. How come men always do that, but women, on the other hand, and Eli must ask the same question? I think it's something we all know, that mentally women are stronger than men, and some things that we are able to deal with, pressures we're able to deal with, y'all can't deal with it. So, Selva, why you have a business on Beyonce internet? I have other plans. We have other plans. As I was saying, so I asked a question this morning. Next week we're gonna really get back into the ladies' room. The week done, so just trying to wing it as we go along. But as of next week we'll be back, you know, dealing with certain different situations and what have you. But I saw this on the internet and I just threw it out, asking. Somebody was asking if a dude was taking care of both of you, like both women, and didn't step out on either of you, and all your needs are being met, all your needs are being taken care of, would you do it? Well, indirectly, a lot of people are doing it because it's just that you didn't sit and have a conversation, but you're fully aware that the man is dealing with other women, blah, blah, blah. You have another sister. And you want to please about it. But the question is, would you be okay with knowing about it and dealing with it? Would you be able to have a sister Matty or a sister wife? Y'all know about each other. He's not going anywhere. It's just the two of you that he's dealing with. Would you guys... Could you do it? All your needs are being taken care of. You don't have to worry about nothing. Taking care of everything. You're good. You don't have to worry about nothing. You're making sure the two of you good. Would you do it? That's the question we're asking. Terrence says that's everyday thing. It's just societal pleasure that have some living in denial. It's not every day, someone says. It means we all three agree and we're living together. Every day is hiding. Jackie says somebody man yes, my man no. So you see like us, so she and the caravan still together. So she protecting the caravan, but you could do what you want with other people own. But not with hers. Boy, I tell you. Zafari Kador, what's the topic? The topic is how many women would you be okay with as a man? Or in this case, I think he's talking to the women. We're talking about polygamy. If a man is taking care of both women, making sure that everything is good, but he's not stepping out on either one of you. It's just you two. He's not looking for no third, fourth, fifth. You both know about each other. You're both coexisting, probably living in the same house. The question is, as a woman, would you be okay with it? Would you do that? Knowing about the other woman and not having to wonder if you're seeing somebody else or if there's somebody else in the picture. You already know who's in the picture. Probably live together or live separately, but you know about each other. You're fully aware of each other, the both of you. Would you be okay with that? But he's handling business. He's making sure two of all you're straight. Y'all good. Nothing to worry about. Lisa says some of us can't have an open conversation about sex. We're not ready for that conversation yet. I'm not sure. I'm seeing a whole lot of no's. I'm not sure if we're ready for that conversation. The way we wired, I'm not sure we're ready to be about that life, knowing about it. It's happening, but it's just that we don't know the extent. We're not living together. When he's not by me, I know he's by you. When he's not by you, I know he's by me, kind of. You don't have to wonder and worry. It's either me or her. Would you be okay with that? I'm seeing a whole lot of no's. Lisa, 90% of people getting horn. It's not the horn. It's not that in this instant it would not be cheating because you both agree to a relationship. How many people agree to a relationship like that? Pepsi says in today's economy, these women have to be economically able to handle themselves because me, Papa. Well, that's not for you, Pepsi. In this situation, the man is taking care of their needs, not their wants. Taking care of their needs and making sure everything copacetic. So he's talking about you could barely rope two hipney together. That is not who you're referring to. Even though you can't even afford to buy a Pepsi for yourself, you have no business wanting to have two women to take care of and meet no needs. Stay out of that conversation. John has left the building. You're talking about a man who probably could afford to do that, in a position to do that. You're talking about you could barely buy a drink for yourself. It's not for you. Safari says sounds good financially for the ladies, but they are built emotionally. It will eventually become a problem. Women don't like other women. That's true. You might feel, but then how do you know? It's like it takes a lot of work because some women might be more clingy, more needy than the other. How do you balance the time to make sure you give both of them appropriate amount of time? That one wouldn't feel like, okay, you favor this one more than me, you're giving her more time, or you're giving her more than... I don't know. We don't have problems already. I just find that look like more problems. I don't think we're mentally and emotionally equipped to deal with certain situations like that. I don't know. Lisa says you have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I get Thursday, Friday, Saturday. He rests on Wednesday. Like Jesus, he rests on the 7th day. This is life. This life is not balanced, so I'm not sure it will work. Ask Nick. That's a good person to ask, Nick Cannon. Because they all know. A matter of fact, over the holidays, Nick Cannon could make a calendar. Because every one of them, the women with his children, he did a photo shoot. I don't know how he does it. He did a photo shoot with all of them. I think except Mariah. I don't think I saw Mariah on the twin. But they all got their day to shine. Photo shoot, well dressed, different themes. And there's people living their best life. And of course they know about each other because he makes no secret of who he's dealing with and who is pregnant by him. Wonder who's going to be pregnant this year. To make it baby number 13, 12? That's rich people problems. He could afford to do that. Yeah, I follow Kevin Wesley as well. I don't know, something about him rubs me the wrong way. I'm not too with him. I'm not too... I follow him sometimes, but sometimes he comes across as a bit of, control freak. But whatever works for them. Anywho's, Shanika, y'all talk about more help, but when the help comes, y'all don't want the help. It's problems, worries in the dance. I'm not sure that works. Someone says it's noted that the way forward, all finances under one roof, we living life like them in. Miguel. Oh. See why good to read before you get involved in. Let me come off the people already, eh?
The Lord said to share.
Yeah, this one self video online and them 1 second message every time. Listen to him.
The Lord said to share.
Oh my word. Yeah, have a blessed Wednesday. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, same time, same place. About the Lord said to share. Yeah, disgusting. Anyways, I'll see you guys. Well, happy Wednesday, brother. Leggy bones. You say you're right, bro, because side chick and wife is problematic. Apart, putting them is more problematic, putting them together. social media showing us Nick taking pics, but we don't know what problems he deals with in the background. Man probably seeing each one once a week in that time. To free time, we probably have a side man coming over. We don't know. You know, it looks good on social media. Social media always shows us the good things. We never hear the bad side or the disadvantages of certain things. We always see everything that looks glossy and nice. But hey, if that works for them, it works for them. But for me, according to Jackie, with your man, not mine. Y'all have a great Wednesday. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. Thank you so much to our friends at Beacon Insurance and Western Union for powering up another ladies' room. Have yourselves a great Wednesday. And see you guys tomorrow.